And nobody strikes out at Colonial Hyundai. Everyone gets a grand slam of a deal and everyone's approved for credit. Save up to $5,000 in rebates and discounts. Plus, get 0% financing and America's best warranty. Own a new Accent for $0 down and just $129 per month. Own a new Elantra for $0 down and only $169 per month. Colonial Hyundai of Trenton and Downingtown. I make the deals the others can't.
Straight talk with the Window Wizards.
Our customers save on the cost of windows because it's factory direct.
Our windows also save money on energy cost and maintenance.
In today's world, energy and maintenance savings are very important.
And Window Wizards also has the amazing new self-cleaning replacement window.
People trust Window Wizards because we do it all.
And we do it better.
Window Wizards, where the magic is in the savings. No deposit, no payments, and no interest for up to a year.
We take doing business seriously.
On the next Everybody Loves Raymond.
Hey, there's no kids in bed with us for a change. How about a little...
Oh, God, I don't feel so well.
You usually don't say that until after.
On the next Everybody Loves Raymond.
Monday night at 7 on UPN 57.
UPN Tuesday.
Give them all the goods. I can kick, I can spin, I can twirl.
Only 7 women left.
Tuesday night at 9 on UPN 57.
You want the best values in America?
They're here now. At the Chrysler Summer Sales Drive, you'll find exciting new products.
Like America's favorite convertible, Sebring.
The versatile PT Cruiser.
And great deals like cash allowances up to $3,500 or 0% financing for 60 months on select models.
Plus Chrysler's 7-year, 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
Let us prove we've got the best values in America. Hurry into your Chrysler dealer today.
Phillies baseball has been brought to you by Bud Light. For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light. By Citizens Bank, not your typical bank. By your local Toyota dealers. Get the feeling Toyota. And by Independence Blue Cross. You deserve it. Our next telecast coming up shortly. Game 2 of this doubleheader. Randy Wolf goes against Aaron Harang. Phillies winning the first game behind Kevin Millwood by a score of 7-1. And we'll be back at you shortly with Game 2 of the afternoon doubleheader. And now let's go to our UPN 57 studios for Phillies Weekly between games of this doubleheader. Here is Ron Burke. Ron?
To you and welcome to a second straight week of a Between Games Phillies Weekly here on UPN 57. I'm Ron Burke, and we'll send you off to the second game of the doubleheader in a moment. But first, let's get you caught up on what happened in Game 1. Big win for the Phillies against the visiting Oakland A's. We begin our highlights in the bottom of the third of a scoreless game. 2-off for Placido Polanco, who singled off Mark Mulder. Nice effort by Mark Ellis, but it goes to the right center. Marlon Byrd, who had a fine afternoon, scores from second. Phillies would tack on another and lead 2-0 through 3. It is 2-1 Phillies, now top of the sixth. Kevin Millwood facing Terrence Long with 2 on and 2 out, and he takes care of him on the inside corner. Millwood was on. Bottom six, David Bell.
Well, he's kind of a clone.
Doesn't get rung up. He takes Mulder into the gap in left center. That one bounces to the wall. Bobby Braves scores all the way from first, and the Phillies now with a 3-1 lead. The next batter is Marlon Byrd.
Back right away.
He's growing wings, slowly but surely. Pounds one, past Ellis, and that brings home Bell from second, ring up a 4-1 Phillies advantage. Then bottom 7, 2 on for the struggling Pat Burrell. Did I say struggling? Connects off Mike New. Line drive is gone into the A's bullpen. A 3-run blast for Burrow, number 11 for him. And the Phillies took a 7-1 lead there. That would be the final score as they get the victory in Game 1. Now in Game 2 of the doubleheader, Randy Wolf will get the call. He last pitched last Sunday in the first game of the Phillies doubleheader sweep of Montreal. In that game, he allowed just 2 hits through 6 innings. Wolf currently standing at 3-1 in games pitched at the Vent this season and 6-3 overall. He'll be opposed by Aaron Harang, who will make his first Major League start shortly. We are just getting going on Phillies Weekly. Still to come on the program, how do you get your piece of history at Veterans Stadium? John the Junkman is the man with the plan, and we'll give you the latest when we hear from the Phillies version of Fred Sanford. And if Fred Sanford's not enough, we have Morimoto taking cuts, but not the kind the Iron Chef normally takes. Phillies Weekly is coming right back as we take a look at the preparations for Game 2 at Veterans Stadium. Phillies and A's standing by.
Introducing the new Nissan Murano for your adventures in on-roading.
The eagle is leaving the nest.
Did you do it?
It's done.
Going to lunch.
If you're not offering your employees Independence Blue Cross, maybe you should.
You know what I read? That right now Americans have over $1 trillion invested in money market mutual funds with investment houses. But the funny thing is, my money market from Citizens Bank has done 50% better than most money market mutual funds during the past 2 years. 50% better. I don't know. I'm not an investment genius or anything, but maybe I am an investment genius.
Hi, I'm Keith Hernandez.
And I'm Walt Clyde Frazier.
What a marvelous night for the action.
Let's go to the play-by-play.
Oh, there's Mr. Graybeard approaching Miss Hottie. Oh, no.
Rejected.
Clyde, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, no play for Mr. Gray. Get that man our Just for Men Brush-In Color Gel.
It's specially formulated to penetrate coarse facial hair and gets rid of gray in 5 easy minutes.
Gets rid of strikeouts, too. Just for Men Gel. The Rejuvenator.
Back on Phillies Weekly, the Phils unveiled a few additions to their new ballpark this past Thursday. First is the Cooperstown Gallery, an area on the Hall of Fame level, which will include 14 Phillies, 10 A's, and 8 native sons who are enshrined in baseball's hall. Another addition called Memory Lane will be located in Ashburn Alley, and it will pay tribute to 3 eras of Philadelphia baseball. And Connie Mack's statue will make the trek to the new stadium. Its new home will be on the west side of 11th Street, across from the new park. The historic features at the new ballpark will keep alive the legacy of Philadelphia baseball.
Personally, it's exciting because I was one of those fans in Philadelphia in my case in the early 50s that was going to both Phillies and A's games. I can honestly say, and maybe it's because of the success of our club in 1950, that I was probably more the Phillies fan than the A's fan. But I remember going to A's games, and there's no question. I mean, Larry Schenk referenced it in our press conference, but the passion of past A's fans, Philadelphia A's fans, and the fact that they host these A's Historical Society breakfasts and 400 to 500 people come. It's exciting.
Well, time now for our weekly check around the minor leagues. And for those who love to play outdoors, May was a forgettable month weather-wise. But the elements did not wash out Reading's Frank Brooks. The 24-year-old left-hander struck out 24 batters over 19-plus innings. Now, opponents hit under 150 against Brooks, and he finished the month with a 2-0 record. Looks like it didn't rain on everybody's parade during the month of May. Here are some other rising stars in the Phillies minor league system. Chase Utley raised his average to 327 over the week. He had 2 more homers, raising his season total to 70. Now has 39 RBI. At Double-A Reading, Jorge Padilla's solid second season has been put on hold for an undetermined amount of time. Padilla injured his hand sliding into third base in mid-May. Tried to play through that pain, then discovered his hand needed an operation, so he could miss the rest of the season. And at Single-A, Gavin Floyd continues to impress. He is now over 500 with a 5-4 record and lowered his ERA to 3.16 with a victory this past week. The 2003 Major League Baseball draft took place last week. The Phillies were without a first or second round selection because of their offseason signings of Jim Thome and David Bell, but they still had a plentiful harvest of players. And here's a look at the Phillies' top 5 in that draft. Timothy Moss of Texas with their first selection. He's a speedy second baseman. Speed's also key with their second and third picks. Michael Bourne of Houston and Javon Morin of Auburn. Then the Phillies drafted some pitching help. Right-hander Jordan Perez and Kyle Kendrick, a pair of high school pitchers. Perhaps we'll be hearing from some of these guys in the not-too-distant future.
Last one, please.
You can have that one. You take that one. It's appropriate he be at the plate. That was world-renowned chef Morimoto, known from his work on the Food Network's Iron Chef program. He was taking batting practice at the vet last week, and before BP, the Iron Chef himself showed a pair of Phillies pitchers, Duckworth and Wendell, some of his specialties. Good to see the Phillies pitchers keeping their fingers away from the sharp knife, huh? Morimoto then capped his day by throwing out the first pitch before the Phillies. And Mariners got their game underway on Thursday. Bon appetit. Veteran Stadium. It's a baseball field, a football field, and it's office space. And its time is running real short here. When we come right back, we'll show you how you, the fan, and you, the business owner, can get involved in the city's largest garage sale, boiler room included. But as we go to break, we take you back to Thursday, the 2003 Phillies having their annual team photo taken. Say cheese. We'll be right back.
A first aid spray potent enough, effective enough, soothing enough to be called Gold Bond. New Gold Bond Quick Spray. Maximum strength medicine that helps stop pain, kill germs, and prevent infection. Finally, a first aid spray that does it all. Gold Bond.
Football gave me great memories and lots of pain. I remember those smelly old-fashioned pain rubs. But now I use Maximum Strength Flexall, the pain-relieving gel used by athletic trainers in all major pro sports and by those of us who live with pain. Maximum Strength Flexall. It's a winner.
Change your life now. Get back your confidence, your feeling of freedom. Unsightly hair loss can impose a stigma on your daily life. Only years ago, it would have been impossible to rejuvenate your lifestyle without painful surgery, debilitating drugs, or ineffective treatment products. But now, thanks to cutting-edge technology and credited professionals, it's simple and painless. Revitalize yourself without the nasty side effects. Introducing state-of-the-art laser hair therapy and genetic grafting technology. The Ferrari Hair Center of Philadelphia is unlike any other hair center you have ever visited. We are dedicated to giving you the most natural, exciting head of hair.
Well, thanks to the Ferrari Hair Center and their excellent team, they helped me find a procedure that worked right for me, giving me back that thicker, fuller hair.
I was really impressed with Ferrari.
My hair is thicker, it's stronger, it's fuller. I feel great.
This really is the first day of the rest of your life.
Jump when you can fly? Why leave when you can make an exit? Why slip when you can slide? Why just drive when you can change the way you move through the world? The V6 Nissan Altima.
Jump for joy. With new Odor Eaters Plus. Odor Eaters Plus is the only insole that helps prevent tired, achy feet as it fights foot odor and wetness. Jump for joy. Look, only Odor Eaters Plus gives podiatric arch support plus protection on demand against odor and wetness. The more protection you need, the more you get. Odor Eaters Plus. Arch support plus no odor. Jump for joy. New Odor Eaters Plus.
Welcome back to Phillies Weekly. Phillies announcing that the public sale of seats at Veterans Stadium is about to get underway. Fans can purchase a pair of seats as collector's items for $280. Gets underway tomorrow. You can get your stake in vet history by calling 215-463-1000 or by visiting Phillies.com. The seats, which are 30 inches high and weigh approximately 85 pounds, have been at the vet since the All-Star game in 1996. The man who calls himself the Junk Man, John Nash, is handling disposition of the Vets' assets.
Montgomery, who asked me to get involved in this project for the Phillies, first and foremost wanted to address that issue. He wanted the fans of Philadelphia, and really I think he just meant the sports fans, not necessarily Phillies fans exclusively, because he recognized that the Vet holds a lot of fond memories outside of Phillies baseball, while indeed the Phillies have a rich tradition here. So I think the fans really are those that have grown up with the Vet.
Again, the sale gets underway tomorrow, and there's going to be plenty more available from the Vet. Pictures from offices, possibly materials from suites such as this Phillies suite, paintings from a Hall of Fame assigned artist, Dick Perez, of your favorite Phillies, the teams and opponents' lockers, as well as commercial items such as things like the boiler room. That'll be available too. We'll keep you posted here on the Weekly, or again, you can check out Phillies.com. The sale gets underway tomorrow. The big story across baseball this past week involved Sammy Sosa, the man that served the Cubs drink, created a stir of monumental proportions that rang throughout baseball. So not surprisingly, Sosa's travails were a major subject this week for Hal Bodley as he comes in now to take us around the majors.
Sammy Sosa, of course, is appealing his 8-game suspension for using a corked bat against the Tampa Bay Devil Rays last Tuesday night at Wrigley Field. That allows him to play this weekend against the New York Yankees, and when he has his hearing, I suspect the sentence will be reduced. Regardless, a lot of people have asked me about corking a bat. What is involved in this? So I tried, in a crude way, to cork a bat and show exactly what happens. Well, this is an Alex Rodriguez model bat, and it's black, which the players like to use when they're corking one. You drill a hole in the end of it, about 1 inch in diameter. It goes down into the barrel of the bat. Then the cork is inserted. You put a little bit of putty on the end. You sand it really well, and then no one can tell that it's corked. And inside, after cutting it, here's what it looks like. This is the cork. Normally, it's further down in the barrel than I'm showing here, but that's essentially what a cork bat is all about. It makes it a little bit lighter, and a lot of people say it doesn't add too much distance to the ball when it's hit. So Sammy Sosa tried it, and it didn't work. The banged-up Yankees finally got that left-handed bat manager Joe Torre wanted, someone to come off the bench. But 37-year-old Ruben Sierra isn't the player owner George Steinbrenner wanted. He kept telling his baseball people to go after center fielder Kenny Lofton, but the Pittsburgh Pirates wouldn't cooperate. I sat on Lou Piniello's beachfront patio in December and asked the new Tampa Bay Devil Rays manager about his legendary temper tantrum. He promised me they were over. Well, wrong. Friday night, Sweet Lou was at his best in Houston as the Devil Rays wasted a 7-run lead and lost 11-8 to the Astros. Piniello argued a close call at the plate in the 8th inning, then put on one of his patented shows. There's been a lot of speculation about Pete Rose being reinstated by Commissioner Bud Selig. Sources tell me it's going to happen, but not during this baseball season. Selig feels that to reinstate Rose during the season would create so much of a media frenzy that it would interrupt the season. It will happen, but probably after this championship season. Chicago White Sox owner Jerry Reinsdorf is hoping he won't have to fire manager Jerry Manuel, but if Manuel is replaced, 2 former Phillies managers are being considered, Jim Fregosi and Terry Francona, who's in town this weekend as the A's bench coach. Buddy Bell is also in the picture. Last week's amateur draft brought back some memories when the Dodgers picked an unknown player named Mike Piazza in the 62nd round, the 1,390th overall pick. In this year's draft, the Dodgers picked Piazza's brother, Tommy, a catcher from Palm Beach Atlantic College. It's 781st pick. The Milwaukee Brewers are shopping lefty Glendon Rush, but because of his $4.2 million salary and 7.86 earned run average, they have few takers. I'm Hal Bodley, and you've been around the major.
And now here's our rejuvenators from last Sunday, Game 2 of the doubleheader with the Expos. Jim Thome flashing the nice leather with a stop and flipping over to Brett Myers at first. And they got Henry Mateo. Watch it again. It is Jim Thome laying out a terrific pinpoint flip, and that's the Just for Men hair color rejuvenating play. Just for men, more than a hair color, it's the Rejuvenator. And that is a wrap for this abbreviated In-Between Games Phillies Weekly. Thanks for being here. I'm Ron Burke. For the entire Weekly crew, have a great one. Phillies A's game number 2 coming up here on UPN 57. Enjoy it and have a great day.
no fear, no hesitation, no hitter. You never know what you might get to see. The Phils take on the Atlanta Braves for 3 big games, June 17th and 18th at 7:05 or June 19th at 1:05 for the Business Person Special.